Before the video starts, please check out the links in the description.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Brown. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight I'm going to be talking about how to argue with a sociopath. Listen, I was married to a sociopath for 20 years, so I have some experience arguing with a sociopath. So how does this go down? Well, let's say you walk into the house and a wall is newly painted red. And you say, hey, why is this wall painted red? Did you do this today? And the sociopath says, no, it's blue. But you're looking at the wall, it's clearly red, and you're wondering why they're calling it blue when it is clearly red. That is the truth. The truth is the wall is red. It's very obvious to anyone that walks in the house, the wall is red. That's the way it is when you're arguing with a sociopath. Truth doesn't matter. Truth does not come into play. There's no foundation. There's no basis in which to have a conversation, to have, much less have any resolution with a sociopath. So here's the cycle of conflict with the sociopath, in my opinion. So you have an event, a concern to be discussed. So I approach Peter. That's the person that I was married to, and I talk about it in my book, in my memoir. Hey, Peter, here's an event, a concern I have. Can we talk about it as adults? Here's my concerns. I want to discuss this. There's invalidation and there's confusion. We're going to go down a rabbit hole here and there, anything but to talk about what I want to talk about, what the truth is. They're going to avoid truth no matter what the cost. So what happens to me? Well, I escalate. And then you bring in child abuse, adverse childhood experiences where you haven't had a voice, you haven't been validated. Well, then that's a triggering event when you bring a concern to your spouse, your partner, who's supposed to want to work through things with you, want to resolve things, want to improve the relationship, and they're invalidating you. They're not hearing you at all. That's going to make you escalate pretty quickly. So then here's me. Okay, let's make a second attempt. I'm going to try to be logical. I'm going to try to use reason. I'm going to bring the facts back up. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Let's talk about this again. So then what the sociopath does, which they're very good at, they have a literal sometimes shoebox full of your wrongs. So what happens is you did this, you did that, and they're going to bring back everything where they feel slighted, and they're going to turn the conversation onto you, where you become the problem. So that means there's distraction, there's projection, there's confusion, more invalidation, more not being heard. So what happens to Sabrina? Escalate. Third attempt, communicating, using logic and reason. Try to calm down, but usually I'm probably yelling by this point, so I do look a little bit out of control, not a little bit sometimes. And I'm trying to communicate, trying to bring it back to logic and reason. So it's probably not going to work because you're not able to engage in a resolution with your partner. So there's more escalation. Well, then what happens is you're labeled, you're crazy, you're out of control. And you know what? You do look like the crazy one and the out of control because you are. You're being invalidated. You're not being heard. And you wanted to discuss something that isn't being discussed. The event, the concern will never be discussed. The problem is now deflected. The problem is now me. So the victim, the person who brought it up in the first place, now is the problem. So that's the nature of conflict and arguing with a sociopath. So I hope you enjoy my videos. If you do, please subscribe, and I hope to see you back here.